Hi, M- hi. My name is T.Cox, and right now I will be uploading my autobiography of my learning experience. This will be my third video that I've lost. Well, first I will give you my experience of becoming a drag race crew chief. Also, my second experience of learning to do hair. Number 3, my learning experience of uploading and recording a YouTube video for school and trying to get it saved. First, I would like to talk about my experiences and learning how to become a drag race crew chief. First of all, I learned this from my father some years ago, probably when I was younger than a teenager. And he taught me the ins and outs of what's important of what's going on race day. The main responsibility of a crew chief is to really know what's going on with the driver and what's going on with the car. But I learned by watching my father. I watched what he did the night before drag race day, the morning of drag race day, and the actual seconds or minutes prior to him actually hitting the track. I learned how to prepare the car and driver for a race day. I first learned, like I said, from my father, and then I learned about motorcycle drag racing and crew chiefing from my brother. By learning this, it took me a while. It took me a while to learn this. It also, because of technology, it takes a few extra moments and it takes a few extra years to really stay up to date onto what's going on. However, because this is something that I love, my family loves, and also has been passed down to my son, it's something that we are always involved in. Therefore, I'm always looking and researching and paying attention to what's new. I'm glad that my father gave me the opportunity to learn this from him, because after his passing, it also gave me the opportunity to step up and help my brother. And over the years, I have helped him with his bike racing experience. With learning how to do drag racing and of any sort, be it motorcycle or car racing, there are aspects that you have to pay attention to. There are step-by-step things you must adhere to in order to consider doing this. You must be punctual and you must be very precise and attentive to all things that are going on. You have to step face to face with things that may encounter. You also must be prepared to do step 1, step 2, and step 3, because if you skip one step, it could be an epic failure with the next step. Therefore, it is something that you have to pay attention to, because it could cause the loss of a life or the loss of a motor. Therefore, I am glad that I picked up these skills from my father, and I am glad that I was able to help several people. This was mostly a hands-on experience, because with anything, there are really not too many manuals that you can have about drag racing, because it's really something that is like passed down. But there are schools that you can go to for the actual drag racing, and there are schools for crew chiefing. But I feel with the aspect as this being a hobby, this is something that I really didn't have to go to school for, because my father was considered a legend, and he has taught many people how to drag race, many people how to work on cars, many people how to just enjoy this sport. With my knowledge, I was able to help a lot of other drag racers out of situations that many of them that had no experience with this, but they could really drive and they really enjoyed drag racing. And to this day, I am still called worldwide the legendary's daughter. That's me, T.Cox, in my experience of learning to become a drag race crew chief. My second experience that I would like to talk about is doing hair. I learned how to do hair at an early age from watching my mother, my grandmother, my aunts, and many other people in my family. At the age of 9, I really started doing hair, and our first experience doing hair would be going home and practicing on my Barbie doll. Well, I finally learned that that was an epic failure. A Barbie doll cannot get a relaxer. It just doesn't work. Laugh out loud. But I would later start watching videos and looking at books, and in my 20s I became formally trained and went to school and became certified to do hair and nails. I'm glad that I learned this. However, as I would go out through the years, I decided, I would start wearing braids, and I would go to Dominican and I would go to African shops, and they would be braiding my hair, and I would pay attention to what they did. So therefore, one of the ladies saw that I was very interested in what they did. So she showed me on several different occasions little things that she would do, and she taught me several different techniques. So that's when I developed my passion for natural hair. I don't know if you could tell, but I am natural. And natural, when I said natural hair care, that means that there is no manipulation to the hair. No chemical treatments or anything. It's just managing and embracing your natural texture. And that has become very popular in the African American community and with other ethnic groups. Natural hair care is the way to go. So that's my experience of learning how to do natural hair care or hair. And yes, it is mostly hands-on. With all things, the more you learn, the better you'll be. And I appreciate all those who have helped me. So that's me, T.Cox, as the hair care technology. Next, let's talk about uploading this video. I have uploaded and tried to record this video 3 times. I've learned by going hands-on, and I've learned that by going to YouTube videos, and I decided that I will watch them and watch them 3 or 4 different times before I come back on this 4th time to try to record this video. So hopefully I'm going to get through this. I learned that it is certain things that you have to do with your webcam, and also certain things that you have to do with your computer. So it's certain things that you have to set up on not Facebook, but on YouTube in order to set this up. I learned that you do the privacy, so because I want this video to stay private because this is for school. So with this, it is very important that I learn this, because this may be the way that I'm going to be submitting all of my reports. So yes, this was a hands-on experience, and I learned a lot, and I'm glad that I am starting to master it a little bit. So as you can see, I have a lot of hands-on experience, and the ones that I love the most would be probably drag racing, because this is something that I can include my family in. I have passed down the things that I've learned from my father. My brother has passed it down to me. My brother has passed it down to my son, and I am passing it down to my son as well. And as they say, it's in the blood, and that's what I enjoy the most. So that's me, T.Cox, and my learning experience. You have a wonderful day.